Yo, 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 yo. It's your boy Nikki Duce, aka Peter Darker, aka Dr. Strangelove, aka Bruce Banger, aka it's your boy. And this is no disrespect.
Hey y'all, what's happening? It's Swaff.
Hi guys, it's Imani. Yo.
Tell my baby I'm back in town.
Final freaking
This nigga
lead.
been gone for about
Like 3
minutes.
He's a guest now. He is not a part of the.
I feel like a guest. I feel like a guest for real. Like y'all lead the way. I'll follow. Bring me in the combo. I'm not going to even speak up like that.
Catch us up. What you
What's
been
been
doing
up?
besides looking like a fuckboy?
Well, y'all. In addition to that, I moved down to Atlanta. You feel me?
How's it been?
We've been chasing the music. We've been chasing the entertainment for real. We got some scripts written up. Working on a short film. Working on an EP. 2 EPs actually.
We trying to get our
getting
SAG
some
cards.
merchandise, up and running. I'm not gonna tell you all the secrets and shit like that, but just know some sauce is brewing and some tenderloins are marinating in the fridge.
We trying to get the SAG cards. You know what I'm saying? We trying to be a multifaceted corporation. You know
Yes,
what I'm
sir.
saying?
Yes, sir.
Stay tuned. Stay
It's a
tuned.
slow and steady
Imani,
grind,
how you
baby
Entertainment
steps.
for all, pretty much.
How you doing, Imani?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm pretty good. I'm pretty awesome. I'm back in the city.
How was that drive down here?
It wasn't that bad. This nigga fell asleep
I'm
though.
weak.
Damn at the wheel.
I fell asleep for like 2.
Bruh.
Look, it felt like I let Jesus take the wheel. Then I looked over and it was Nick, and it fucked me up.
I would try to talk to him to keep him up, and he would just like make these long, scary pauses. Cause he would, when you're driving from Atlanta to Sissy,
Uh-huh.
there's like you going through the mountains.
Wait,
and
who was
shit.
driving? Swaff or you?
This when he was driving. I was up the whole time. So I'm trying to talk to him, and he's responding dumb slow, like he went to sleep for a second, and then he just woke up and remembered his thought, and he would try to play it off in some bullshit. I'm like, nigga, pull over. Bro.
I kept saying,
Switch
nah, though. I would pause just like that.
You
That
fall
That was my
asleep.
segue.
And I'd be
I
like,
try
nigga,
to
what's
remember
up?
what
Like,
we
you
was
tired?
talking about.
He was like,
Oh
nigga, I'm
my
thinking.
God. I'm thinking.
But you feel me? I needed rest. It was a long day. I
And
just
then
started a new job here recently in Atlanta, y'all, and this shit is real. I'm telling y'all like that. Some
Early
sales
mornings?
shit, and the shit's real. Early mornings, I gotta be up by 5:30, out the door by 6:30.
He don't gotta be up by 5:30, but he's trying to be a morning person, trying to change his lifestyle.
Definitely.
What's up with you, man? How your lifestyle doing? What's going on?
You the only one in Natty still, so
Yeah.
I
you
know.
holding it down for us, for real.
I'm trying to transition as well, so we're getting that popping. I just go to work, and I'm transitioning in terms of not only moving down there, but trying to get my own stuff together, trying to get my own personal business going. So my mind's been heavily focused on that now that the dance season is over.
What's that business though?
My business is called Kerr Cooks. I make Jamaican cuisine because I feel like Cincinnati needs a little culture. You know what I mean? Follow at Kerr Cooks on Instagram. I do catering, personal chef services, and I also sell plates, here and there. Switch up the menu every time I do it, so just check it out. Really good prices.
We
and I give
definitely
good
gonna-
portions.
It's graduation season. You should start fucking with people, being like, "Look,
know, I've
y'all
been
want
reaching
food
out.
for y'all little party?
Reaching
Like,
out.
Yeah, we definitely gonna buy a plate.
I got
Shit,
you.
I'm about to
Put
get
the word
I'm
out.
asking for a plate after this.
put the word out." Matter of fact, yeah. How do we make this work? So I'm in Atlanta. You got the shit going in Cincinnati. How do I get a plate?
Well, I'd be down. I'd be down in Atlanta, hella.
So
like,
are you saying you're gonna bring a plate?
I brought
Oh.
up the idea of family dinners, and we've never discussed it any further than that. I really want to do that.
I'm all on board for that shit. I'm with the shit.
I don't know about that. I might need my own plate. You know what I'm saying? Because
You
I'm
selfish as
I mean,
fuck.
you'll
get your
When you
own
said
plate.
that shit, I was like, I can't believe the nerve of this nigga acting like he that generous. I
Everybody
don't
will
think he's.
probably get like 2 plates. Like that's how much
I've been
food I'll
sharing
make.
with these niggas too much. You know what I'm saying?
What
You're
do
not
you share,
sharing.
bro? What do you share?
My time, my money. There's a lot of shit.
You still owe me money, so what you mean
Bro, I
sharing
don't owe
money?
you shit, bro.
Oh my.
Forget all that. But all right, today is a very special day. For one, is because it's another episode, another edition of Coming to a Hood Near You. Can I get the bears? Hey, you already know.
get this one?
One day we'll
son?
buy a sound box, y'all. We don't got, one day we don't
Damn,
got that
son,
sound
where'd you find this? And we, of course, we covering the biggest movie in the world right now. And no, I'm not talking about
Black Panther.
We off that. You know what I'm saying? They done with the niggas now. We on
But said
to
y'all had y'all time.
yeah.
Y'all
We
had
on
y'all
to
month.
It's a war out here, bro. You know what I'm saying? And it's going infinite. You know what I'm saying? So we talking about Infinity
stop.
Wars. There's a reason why I started off the show talking about something. I'm Peter Darker. You know what I'm saying? Like we gonna talk about this Infinity War shit. You know what I'm saying? The Avengers movie. the biggest movie in the world right now. It went 2 weeks in the box office. It hit $1 billion.
I was about to say, has it passed?
Black
It
Panther.
passed all that shit.
Black
It's
Panther?
passed
It
all
didn't
that
pass.
shit.
It didn't pass Black Panther yet.
It's passed all the shit, bro.
No, it has not.
Yes,
bro.
it did,
In the
bro.
It
box
passed
office,
Black
I mean.
Panther as
Yes.
far as box office. What's
is-
made?
It's passed all the shit.
So it's past Titanic.
it's the
too.
biggest. It's the biggest movie.
I thought it was the biggest openings. It was the biggest opening.
That too. It's breaking all the records. By the end of the month, it's probably gonna be like $2 billion,
Shit.
and that's already top 5 in the world.
God damn.
Wow. That's
So-
fast, though.
That
For
was
those
fast.
for those
So
who
it
don't
will
know,
break Black Panther. Are you saying it already has exceeded Black
I
Panther?
think it already has. If it hasn't, it's going to.
Okay.
Do you think it deserves that?
Well, hold on, we about to get into that. I'm just saying, like,
So I was about to keep
I
you with the
wanna,
hard
I
questions
gotta,
quick, boy.
I gotta spoil it
Tell
first.
me. Easy, Swap.
For those,
Easy.
for those fuck boys who haven't seen the film yet,
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
coming
give
out
them
on
an
rec
alert.
now. Yeah, y'all should have been seen this shit by now. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't trying to see it, actually, nah, I'm gonna tell you that, but y'all ain't fuck boys
Nah,
because Cootie
usually I
ain't
would be
see
in
it.
that
Shout out to my
category
nigga
with them.
Cootie.
Oh yeah, Cootie.
Cootie ain't here with us no more. I mean, not to say
She
she,
not-
she alive
she not
still.
dead and
Though.
gone.
Let me take that back.
Damn.
But she just ain't fuck with us right now because she got some dick on the way. So you know what
Stop
I'm saying?
saying that.
She
Stop.
has
Don't put that in
We
this
putting that in
universe.
we gotta speak
A
that
dick
to existence.
appointment.
Oh, she's okay. I
Yeah,
got
you know
it.
what I'm saying? She, you know what I'm saying? Cootie out here, you know what I'm saying? Like, she need love too.
Right. So I mean, hopefully she's getting blessed right now.
Yeah.
She
yeah.
wasn't gonna miss her blessings.
Nonetheless, she gonna be back with us soon. Don't worry, y'all. You gonna hear Judy's point coming up soon.
Why does it feel like the only
Aw.
time somebody misses an episode here is for either a dick appointment or a pussy appointment?
Because y'all some nasty motherfuckers. All right, that's what it is.
That's not
Imani,
true.
don't scratch your head.
think
I was about to say
That's
you
not
were
true.
one
You
of
was
them.
one of them.
I said that because you, Imani.
the first one,
I have not missed the podcast. No.
The episode you missed, you was in Atlanta.
Oh. Oh wow.
Oh, big
okay.
O.
Exactly.
Big O.
That's not that does not
There's a
fall
lot-
in
Big
the
old
same
capital,
O's.
big old capital D.
that does not fall in the same category at all.
But nonetheless, this is a spoilers episode, so if you haven't seen the movie,
Turn
go
it
see
off.
it before you listen to this episode. I warned you first and early. So, let's get into it.
Coming to a hood
First,
near you.
coming to a hood near you, first reactions to Avengers Infinity War. Go ahead.
Pissed
I
me
fell
off.
asleep. I'm gonna be real. I was drunk as fuck, and so I fell asleep.
All right, bro.
But it was late night. But I went and saw it again. I actually went by myself
No.
that time just so I could really like ingest the movie and have my own
Are
reactions.
you went by yourself?
Mm-hmm. I ended up sitting next to this baby mama with her 2 kids, and she was
Oh.
just all in my ear the whole fucking movie.
She was
Goddamn.
talking to you.
Yeah, she even got me to walk her son to the bathroom
Who
because she didn't want to miss the movie.
Who is this person?
It was this thick ass baby mama. She was
All
thick,
right.
but that didn't play much into why
I'm
I walked
asking
her
for
son
your
to
first
the-
reactions. I don't give a damn
Oh
about
my
the
bad.
story.
Oh yeah, so in regards to the movie, I thought that first off, Thanos, you right, bro. He lived up to the hype. That villain lived up to the motherfucking hype, and he killed a lot of the niggas who I fucked with, aka Gamora, Black Panther.
So you're saying niggas are literally-
Spider-Man.
Oh, not Spider-Man.
Spider-Man, those are my niggas right there. Really, Black Panther and Spider-Man, those are my two
You
favorite
ain't never talk
characters.
about Gamora until she died.
I know, I didn't want her to see
Never
her
mention this
daughter.
bitch
I like
woman.
Plans of the Galaxy.
It's Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, that's what I meant. I like Guardians of the Galaxy, and she kind of, she was the staple in that, and she was just a killer, bro. I fuck with how she just be whooping niggas' ass. You don't expect that shit.
The one thing I realized about this movie, Avengers movie, is I realized how many niggas did not keep up with all the rest of the Marvel movies.
That is me.
They went into this bitch blind as hell. Don't
Ding,
know
ding,
who the
ding,
fuck
ding, ding.
these people are.
I had so many questions. There was so many things I didn't understand. I don't keep up with a lot of the Marvel movies, obviously. To be honest, I'm gonna have an honest moment. I saw the new Spider-Man. I didn't know they switched to Spider-Man, and it just threw me off. Like,
Well, you still thought
What, you thought it was Toby?
Yeah.
it just threw me off. I was like, who is that? I was like, why is he a kid in high school? Like, the whole thing just like threw me off. But overall, I feel like I invested a lot to sit down and watch this movie, and the ending really just pissed me off.
It pissed you off. It didn't make you like anticipate the next one more.
It
just pissed you
actually
off.
made me mad. I didn't like that ending. Like, I see
I
where
can
they're
get down
going
with
with
that.
it. They're trying to, build a suspense for the next movie, but like, just the way it ended, I was like,
It fucked up a
that's
lot
it.
of people.
Like, I sat here for 2 hours, and that's the ending. Like, I wasn't a fan.
My
of that.
first reaction to it was wow, and I was talking to Swaff about this too early. The fact that it took 10 years for this movie to be made is, for one, never been in my lifetime. As far as I don't consider myself a film buff, but I like films. Like, I've never seen a story that takes 10 years to be told. You know what I'm saying?
They took their time
So
with that.
we're talking about from the first Iron
Harry
Man
Potter.
all the way down to now. It's been like this movie came out on like I think like the 10th anniversary of Iron Man maybe or something like that. But it's been 10 years since the Marvel Cinematic Universe has been, you know, brought to life.
That's crazy.
So from the first Iron Man all the way down to now, this whole every movie
Robert's
in between
been doing it that long.
every movie in between then made sense for it. Like, you had to at least understand some part of every movie before then to understand this film.
That.
So that was crazy to me. But the first reaction, I was like, wow, this is actually a really great story. Like, they told this story, like, if anybody watches Game of Thrones, like, they told it in that type of style where it's like 3 different storylines going at once. You had Thor and Rocket Raccoon doing they shit over here. You had the other Guardians of the Galaxy, and like Iron Man and Spider-Man and Doctor Strange in this area, and then you had Thanos with Gamora doing they shit. Like, it was like a bunch of different timelines, and then you had Captain America with Black Panther. Like, it was so many different, like, you finally get to see all these people interact with each other.
And they all came together at the end too.
Exactly, it was dope to see that. And you see like the original Avengers mixed with like the new characters and shit. So my first reaction was like, wow, this is a beautifully told story. I love the ending. I know people hated it, but I loved it because to me, I like seeing bad guys win for once. Because it gets to that point where it's kind of like, that's the reason why I don't really care for like Superman movies all the time, because like he's so powerful. Like, he's so powerful. Like, who can beat him? Like, that's shot. Nobody really can.
Batman was about to kill him in the bathroom.
Man, Batman ain't doing shit. Batman let his
He
mama.
was about to kill him in the bathroom.
He just mentioned his mama's name,
bathroom.
and then he got shook.
Right. Any other nigga would have just went ahead and stabbed him and been like, "What did you say?" Asked him afterwards.
But I'm just saying, like, it's good to see like Thanos was like Swap said, he lived up to the hype. I mean, the best villains that Marvel's ever had have been like what, Killmonger, Thanos, and maybe Loki. But Thanos clearly stands out because he had not only he wasn't just killing people just to kill people. Like, he had a legit mission. Like, he felt like he was doing something good for the universe. But it was just kind of fucked up. But you were able to see his reasoning, able to see how he planned everything out, able to see how he executed. And I don't know, I just think the ending was just perfect. Like, I can't wait for the next movies to come out. I mean, I don't really give a fuck about Ant-Man.
What's next?
But like,
those are the ones.
Yeah,
I forgot Ant-Man. It's coming out.
I don't think people.
I was just
may
about
be
to
cool,
ask
but
what's
not-
next in the series.
it's like the next.
what is next?
Because like the background of this Avengers films is that they shot both Avengers films like 3 and 4 back to back. So like that's why it's coming out. The 4th one's coming out next year, like this time next year, because they wanted to shoot it back to back just to get because they're starting a new phase as far as the new Marvel movies that's coming out. So the next movies in between now and the next Avengers is like Ant-Man and Captain Marvel.
And I'm not that excited for the next slew of superheroes.
I mean, everybody was
Except
excited.
for Spider-Man, I feel like it's a pretty shitty roster.
Black Panther.
And Black Panther, if he come back.
But I mean, Doctor Strange. I like Doctor Strange. I don't know if everybody else do, but I was interested in his shit.
He's cool. He's cool.
But it will be interesting to see because they mentioned like the people who wrote this film. They said that the 4th Avengers is not going to be like how you think. Like, people I guess are assuming that everybody gonna come back. They're gonna beat Thanos and it's gonna be all good and breezy. Nah, niggas gonna die. They said the people that died in this movie, some of them are really dead. Like, and we seen that Idris. He tweeted out that he's kind of sad that he won't be playing that character. Well, he was the first nigga to die, literally. So the nigga who got stabbed, who sent Hulk to Earth, he did. It just gone. All the Idris fans.
He got stabbed like he busted a nut too quick and he was fighting it. He said, "Oh."
he had a British orgasm. That's what he looked like. He's a gentleman about it.
All right.
But
Busted a humble nut.
But yeah, basically the 4th one is going to be like, if you guys were shocked about this one, you might be shocked with the 4th one.
I mean, did you think like I feel like they did a good job at making the movie like viewable for people who hadn't caught up like all the way, who weren't all the way caught up with the other movies and other Marvel characters. They still made it easily digestible for everybody. They didn't go too deep into the history or make that many references to the past.
Yeah. Because they even brought up like the Infinity Stone story again. Like,
right, exactly.
Even though that was already, it's been told like in the first Guardians of the Galaxy, they talk about the Infinity Stones.
Right, if you was paying attention,
and
you
that was
low-key know where they are
Yeah,
coming from.
and that's the first time you really see Thanos was in the first Guardians of the Galaxy.
Do they mention the Infinity Stones in every?
No, not in all of them, but like some of them they do touch upon it. Like some of the movies they talk about like one specific stone.
Got it. Okay.
But like as far as a collective, there's only been like a couple movies where they actually go down like, oh, this is the history of why these stones are so powerful and shit. My next question with y'all is like, what shocked y'all the most? I'm guessing it's the deaths.
Honestly, it was because, like I mentioned before about the ending of the movie. You always expect, especially when you see all these superheroes band together in one place and they're fighting this one villain, you expect at the end that like they will win the fight. And Marvel did a really good job with like switching up that dynamic and killing off some of like the main characters. Like when I saw some of the people that stayed and some of the people that died, quote unquote, I'm not sure if they're really dead or not. We'll see. It just threw me off. So I was like, what was the reasoning for why these specific people dissolved away or whatever that pixelated thing that happened?
Yeah, they turned into damn fairy dust
and I'm like,
shit.
why only these specific people? I'm not sure what's going on as to what they did throughout the movie. So I was sitting there analyzing the movie thinking, okay, like, is it people who got in contact with the Infinity Stone? But those people there who stayed who got in contact with the Infinity Stone as well. So I wasn't really sure about the ending. But that was shocking to me because these main characters, are they going to come back or not?
Yeah, I think they won't explain like why those people were chosen to disappear.
Like those specific people.
Yeah,
That
I think they try to make it seem random as fuck because he snapped his fingers and then shit, his ass disappeared. He got gone. I would have stayed around to kind of watch what the fuck I just did type shit. But as far as my surprises, there were a couple. First off, I was surprised about how like I don't know like. How they kind of brought all the leaders together. Like you see these leaders of each individual movie, like they're the ones who usually come up with the plan, etc. They were bringing these people together, and you kind of got to see like the clashes and the disagreements they would have, like who was actually going to be the leader. And then, really, to me, it came down to Stark, Tony Stark, Iron Man. You could see like, all right, they was gonna follow his lead regardless. Like he'll talk his way up to the lead somehow, and that surprised me because I feel like there's a couple other people who are better equipped to do that.
Really?
Yeah.
More than Tony?
Yeah. Like Doctor Strange. I feel like he's probably more wise, more like actually thinks about shit way. He can look at motherfucking scenarios into the future.
He just did that though. Like
he was doing that his first movie.
He ain't do that shit in the first movie. He was getting his ass whooped the first movie.
He was getting his ass whooped the first. He got his ass whooped this movie. We're gonna be real.
Nah, I mean,
he got taken first.
My shock. He did get taken first. The shocking thing I realized about this film was that I'm thinking more like not even just in the movie, but just like how the storylines just all made. I was more shocked about how they were able to tell this story. Because going into the film, I'm thinking like it's too many fucking characters. You got literally all the A-list and B-list actors in the fucking world that you can have in America and even overseas. How are you gonna tell the story that makes sense? That includes every single person. Everybody gets some type of screen time. So I was mostly shocked at like how they executed it and how it was done. But if you want me to talk about in the film, what shocked me the most is when my nigga Peter Parker, bro. That's the scene. The reason why I ain't cuss Swaff out about drinking is because I actually I took a few bottles of wine into the theater myself, so I got a little sauced in the theater.
A few bottles of wine.
Don't worry about what I'm saying. All right? So. I was in the theater. I'm like, all right, bro, they killing me because usually I don't get emotional or nothing like that. But when Peter was like, dang, I don't want to go. Like, I'm sorry. He grabbed out my heart. I was like, damn, it's like he's a boy. Like
he's a boy.
Like why are they taking this nigga out?
I don't want to.
He said I should have never got off the school bus. I was
like,
he shouldn't. He was saying some bullshit about some. How can you be a friendly neighborhood Spider-Man with no neighborhood? Nigga like, what? Fuck out of here on some Casper
no
shit.
Neighborhood.
But nah, it was just like that. Like I guess like how. They really sunk in like these deaths. Like you really felt like these people was just gone and no explanation, like you said, to explain like why each person was specifically designed to leave. And what was revealed to me later by you, Suave, you were saying like all the new characters are the ones that's gone, and all the original Avengers like from the first movie are still left. So that's why you still see Captain America, Tony Stark. That's why you still see Hulk, Thor, Like, and
new niggas.
And I think that's why they haven't revealed the title for the fourth film, even though they already have it, because they said it's gonna spoil what was gonna happen. Like, they want to focus everything on Infinity Wars. They said they revealed the title of the fourth one. They kind of like spoiler for the third one.
Okay.
I think it's gonna be like it's gonna be called the New Avengers or some shit like that. Because it's gonna be like, I think there's gonna be like a lot of the original ones in the fourth, like when the fourth one comes out, they gonna die. Cause Tony, like, he got shanked like a motherfucker in that movie. Like, I thought he was done.
I thought he was done too. He looked like he was done.
Every
that nigga got stabbed.
He got sat down and took a seat. That nigga sat down like, oh.
He had that face like them anime characters when they shocked. They just be standing there dumbfounded.
Them Dragon Ball Z characters.
When Goku see that cell transform to his third form.
When he killed Gohan.
Yeah.
Killed his son.
But yeah, I think that you're gonna start and like, first of all, Hulk was a bitch throughout.
Oh,
the
that
He
surprised me
pissed
too.
me
Hulk was
off.
a pussy. A green pussy.
But no, like, he got his ass beat
He was
in the
gonorrhea.
beginning of the movie, though, and that shook him for the rest of the movie.
Hulk was gonorrhea in this movie.
Bruh, he's been hit with a two-piece before.
Listen, for
Nah,
Hulk
he
not
not
to
like
come
that.
out,
Nah, he got hit with a toothpiece and a biscuit. He got hit with a Popeyes number 4. You know what I'm
he
saying?
slammed into
Fo-
the earth, and then the Hulk just went back in. He said, nah, like,
He was like, hell nah,
nope.
nigga.
I'm cool.
That nigga
I'm
went
not
back
fucking
to,
with Thanos.
I don't know where he be
What?
at.
That's what I'm saying. He be inside his head. Just voices in my head. I can do. But nah, yeah, that's what shocked me the most. So now we got what shocked y'all the most. What was the most disappointing thing about the movie? If you could point something out.
The dude, what's his name? Star-Lord?
Oh yeah, Peter Quinn or whatever.
Yeah, Peter Quinn.
Gamora's side chick.
That disappointed me probably the most. 'Cause
Why?
that
Oh,
motherfucker,
I was like, who you talking about? Got it. Okay.
he was the reason that they didn't get the glove off of Thanos' hand.
What did he do again?
He got
punched
mad because he
you.
realized he
Oh,
killed
yes.
Gamora.
Yeah, he
Goofy.
mad because he lost some good pussy.
He was,
And he was
he's
taking
basically asking, like, did you fuck? And he was like, no, I ain't fuck. I killed her. And that hurt. He was like, if he says yes to I fucked, I don't know what I'm going to do. And then he said he killed her.
And they almost
He
had the
broke
glove
down.
off. Like, the
Literally,
glove
it
was.
was coming. Oh, man.
My thing was shit. I guess the most disappointing thing I seen in the film was, I think it's Hulk. I was just pissed. I felt like he could have done something, bro. He was about
Maybe
as big as
had him.
Thanos. He was hitting him early, and then all of a sudden Thanos just like,
He shook him for real. He was scared. He
I
want
don't
to come
know.
back
To me,
out.
that was the most disappointing. I hope in the fourth one there's a change in him or something. Like, he realized, like, I gotta step
Oh,
How
up.
do you
for
how do
sure.
you
There's
talk
gotta
to Hulk
be.
though to make Hulk come out? Like, what triggers
It's
Hulk
supposed to
again?
be just him getting angry.
Yeah,
But he's controlled it a lot more over the years now. It seems like. He can
but
just
he's
do it.
now a different personality from him. Like, he's
Oh.
like, to be honest, Bruce Banner is schizophrenic because there's two different
Oh.
personalities that live inside him.
Okay.
So
Now
it's like
he's a different
like
person
if you watch Thor Ragnarok, you see like the Hulk was like, he was talking like he did his own thing, and like Bruce is like his own god too. So like they actually share time within the same body.
Got it. They go back. That's why they be
Yeah.
arguing back and forth.
Exactly. So I don't know. Maybe in the fourth one we'll see like they got to go to therapy or some shit. I don't know.
said no.
It was like Planet of the Apes. He said no.
Right. He said Caesar shit. He said no.
I don't know, bro. That was
Would have
my,
been pissed off, bro. I would have been like, nigga, you come at it all the wrong times,
Oh
but now
my
you can't.
gosh. Who was that Chinese man at the beginning of the movie? And
Oh,
he disappeared. That was the most
that
disappointing
nigga
part of the
was,
movie.
that was nah, he was the realest nigga in the movie. He
What-
said, I
what
did my
Chinese
part. Remember?
Oh,
when
you
he
said this?
Yeah, he was like,
He
I'm
never,
outta here.
he
said,
never
I'm a-
came back.
Yeah.
did he?
Never came
Nah, he said, bro, he's like, bro, Dr. Strange
That's
got
what
taken.
disappointed me.
I gotta stay at the trap house. You want something to eat? Like, what you about to do?
He said, fuck with me if you need a Vic, or I'll be at the trap house.
He said, I got deals on flights, and then he just circled his ass out of that bitch.
He tried to say, did you need anything? No? Okay, bye.
That nigga was gone. All right, so was the film classic or trash? What's y'all rating? 1 out of 10.
I think it's a classic because it's setting up the future of Avengers. Like I think Avengers got hella shit up their sleeves for the next couple of years because they be planning their movies like years ahead of time, and they got some shit that we're not even ready for. If I was gonna rate the movie,
Real talk.
If I was gonna rate the movie,
Out of 10.
out of
10 being the very best it
I'ma
could be.
I'm gonna give it an 8.5 for that ending, bro.
8.5?
Yeah.
What was your Black Panther rating?
I don't remember honestly. I don't remember.
She probably said something like a 9.
She probably said
I didn't say
9.9.
9.
9 because there was a white guy in it. 2.
I didn't
And
give it a 9.
then there was a white guy in Wakanda.
What you got, Swerve?
I'll give it a 9. I'll give it a 9 because, like you said, you did kind of make a great point. 10 years this shit's been in the making. I think they had this in the plots from the beginning of Iron Man.
I can't
what they
fathom
do.
that because it's like you had
Because it's
different.
like it's a hit or miss.
But you had different directors for like each film. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
But as
There's
far
somebody
as
running Marvel though,
Yeah,
as like,
yeah.
from a
The guy,
story
his name
point.
is Kevin Feige.
it's kind of just like somebody asks you like, where do you want to take it? And you're like, well, shoot, in a perfect world, this is where I would want to take it. I think that was their idea. In a perfect world, they wanted to make it 10 years later, or not 10 years later, but so-and-so years later, involve as many characters as they
They
possibly
didn't know
could.
how they were gonna do it probably at the time, but they
Right.
knew the game plan in terms of.
Because honestly, because I'm kind of hooked up on the storyline of the of this Infinity War, comic book wise, and so they weren't able to get all the characters.
Yeah.
There's still a lot of motherfucking characters
but
who they left out.
Yeah, but I mean that's
Yeah.
like with
Licensing and shit like that,
yeah,
right? But
licensing.
you never know how that shit could turn in the future. 10 years behind, like you never know if you could possibly have an opportunity.
Yeah, because they didn't know
get
if they
these
was gonna get
characters
Spider-Man.
licensed.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. So I think in best case scenario, they was thinking like maybe we could take this to an Infinity Wars, and that would just be epic. Have all these
Just
great
have
characters
all
on
the
one screen,
characters in
something
one.
unheard of. But we got to do it in baby steps. We'll give you Iron Man first. Then all right, we'll throw in the Avengers one movie. All right, then we'll throw in Captain America, Civil War, shit like that. It's just been baby steps, and now this one was a huge step into.
It's the biggest.
if they say the new
superhero
This is
Avengers,
their biggest
bro.
risk because like if this film was like shitty, they'd be like,
That's
bro,
that.
I wasted 10 years of my life going to the theater to
for
see
this.
Yeah, for this. So I mean, in my opinion, I would give it a 9, maybe a 9.2. I think this is as far as comic book movies, this stepped it up to the next level because I think as far as all comic book films that came out outside of just Marvel shit, you had like The Dark Knight, that Batman movie with
Yeah.
Heath Ledger and shit.
Was that a 10 for you?
Yeah, that was like a 9.5. Like that to me, there's not. I don't know if I've ever seen like a perfect movie where I had no.
Like, what's a perfect movie?
yeah, you know what I'm saying. So
Perfect
like,
movie to me, Inception.
I won't even. I think if I even press down on you, you probably would say that's not even. That's not even your favorite.
Press down.
He
Shit.
just said-
We'll do that later.
Nah, but it's just like it was like The Dark Knight, Logan, Captain America, Winter Soldier. Like those were like really great comic book movies. Like to where you even like Black Panther, like you forget that it's even a comic book film.
Right.
But this is really up there because it's just like the timing, the pacing, everything, the character development. Everybody got their own shine. I think this is gonna be like an instant classic. Like we're gonna look down this 10 years down the line, like wow, like the next like 20 years of Marvel universes. You know what I'm saying? Like on
Is
the
it gonna
20th.
take another 10 years to do
Well, I'm just saying like
Infinity Wars
if
2?
if they do another something like this, they have this to go off of. Like they've done it well before. Like you just gotta
build on that.
build on that. So I think
Oh,
I think
man.
this is great, like groundbreaking.
Y'all think it was better than Black Panther?
Oh yeah, I
Yes.
think so.
Well done, Marvel.
The
Very
one thing
well
I'm about
done.
to say this is my other disappointment.
Damn.
Why the fuck did the last battle scene have to be in Wakanda though? You know what I'm saying? Like Wakanda just opened up
They
their border.
ruined their ground.
That's like a nigga. That's like a nigga
I'll tell
opened up
you
his
why.
house and like a bunch of KKK people just came through.
I'll tell you why. There's one person in this whole thing that's been a fuckboy the whole time. Captain. Everywhere he goes, everything he touches turns to shit.
It literally turned to
Captain
dust.
America. Literally turned to dust. He came into Wakanda,
Dropped this nigga off.
dropped his nigga off, and the Black Panther disappeared. That's bullshit. And Cap's still right there with the shit they made him. Now he run a Wakanda.
Bruh, Captain
Now he
Wakanda,
running
bruh. Hell
Now
no.
he run Wakanda.
Hell
He
no.
got a whole black suit. The only thing not white is,
Oh my
not black is his face. Now I bet you they give him that mask.
If he gonna try to get with Shuri, and they gonna be he gonna be the new king of Wakanda. I see what they doing, bro. They trying to insert that interracial.
There will
guess,
be no
but-
black man today.
There will be no black man.
The way the whole way, bruh, it just reminded me how Wakanda set up because he said like section E14, open the gates, and it was like a little section.
slither. I'm like, how you know that?
Bruh.
Open the gates.
She opened the wrong part. I said E18.
I said everything, not E18. But yeah, that's my husband's point. Once the nigga open up his borders and shit, that's when the end of the world happens.
They fought a bunch of lizards.
They were.
They fought a bunch of fucking Komodo dragons and lost.
Oh my god. Ruined Wakanda.
All right, well shit. Besides, so we got our synopsis of Avengers. Moving on to there's a lot of movies coming out this summer. I mean, we got Deadpool coming up.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
damn, that's this
out?
month, ain't it?
Yeah, Deadpool's coming
That's
out
next week.
Yeah, it's coming.
That's
out next
Friday.
Oh, that's so exciting.
Yeah,
I didn't
Deadpool's
know
coming out. Then you got
Why isn't Deadpool in this shit? That's my
because
question.
he and Fox. They haven't bought. They just now
Bro,
found
they
out
not
the
in-
rights. He might be in a new
That's
Marvel
selfish.
shit.
That's selfish.
But
It was greedy.
yeah, we got Deadpool coming out. We got the new Han Solo movie coming out with Donald Glover. We
Is
got
Fox on X-Men too?
Fox owns X-Men. They own Fantastic Four.
So all them niggas would really technically be in this Avengers movie if.
Yeah.
Wow. See, that's what I'm talking about. Like, it could have been even more epic.
That'd have been too much. I think if you would have put Deadpool and
I don't think
Fantastic
so. I
Four
think
and
that shit would have
X-Men
been lit. Well, Deadpool didn't come. Was he even in the Infinity Wars?
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. They would have fit. They would have fit that.
Gives a fuck about
No, I'm
that
saying.
shit, bro.
I'm saying like as much money as
X-Men were though.
as much money as he brings in as far as like box office, they was gonna put that nigga in the.
Oh,
film.
they was gonna put him in
yeah.
there.
I could tell you what movie I'm excited for.
You about to say some bullshit.
She better- all right, she better say
What's
Uncle
she-
Drew.
Uncle Drew.
Incredibles 2 is coming
Oh
out
my
this
God.
summer.
I actually
That
am.
Marvel-
I'm excited for that. Fuck out of here.
I just want to see Jack. I ain't gonna
Right.
cry.
I was gonna say, I just want to see that baby and what the fuck he can really do.
And I want to see Sam Jackson's wife talk shit every time he put on his suit.
She does talk shit in the second I saw the trailer.
He was like, all right, I'll be there ASAP. She said, nigga, you better be back ASAP. I just want to see a black woman talk shit to another nigga.
Yo, I love that.
Why
My
they gotta do
childhood
that,
is
though?
fulfilled.
Why they gotta make it seem like every black wife goes off on their nigga?
They do though. That's what I'm saying. It's
They
true.
do it, boy. They got that quick switch,
Oh
don't they?
my god.
But what else is coming out?
Jurassic
cool.
World.
I'm gonna say I'm cool on Ant-Man.
My thing about Jurassic World
You
is like,
cool
have
on
they not
Ant-Man?
learned yet?
What? Not to
Jurassic
fuck with
World.
dinosaurs?
Yeah, like stop making the dinosaurs.
They were like, they're on this planet. They're on this island. We got to go save them. It's about to erupt. I'm gonna be like, nigga, that's a free. that's a free cancellation.
That's not about to say. That's it.
God.
That's nature taking its course.
I was about to say, leave them there. Whoever,
They talking about we gotta go get
whichever
blue.
ones figure it out, they get to stay. Cool.
We got to get blue. Like nigga, fuck all this.
Fuck
shit.
that raptor.
My thing is like, how
That
much?
raptor's shitty. Have y'all not learned by now?
How much money are we gonna put into this franchise where it's the same story?
Literally.
They make dinosaurs and they fuck
I'll
up.
tell you what though.
And
They make
fucked
dinosaurs
up.
and they fuck up. Like
They gonna keep doing it, bro. This shit's running.
it's the same story, just a different. It's not even different dinosaurs. It's the same T-Rex that they always use.
People want to see about that shit, bro.
Bruh.
People want to know about how dinosaurs could fuck us up today.
It's
an
useless
interesting
ass.
concept,
It's
bro.
a useless ass franchise, a useless ass movie that I still would go see.
Me too.
I was gonna say,
They also
you
have
still gonna see.
the other Star Wars movie coming out this summer. The
Ooh, Solo?
a Star Wars story.
Yeah,
I like those little those little side story movies.
I like them, but they milking the fuck out of these Star Wars. And we about to see
Yes.
a damn Yoda movie. We got to see.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be upset.
We gonna see a.
I think people low key been waiting on Yoda movie for the longest, like without even knowing. they
I
was
feel like
going
Yoda is like he was a player back in the day.
I was like, he was a nigga.
He was like talking to all these bitches on that bullshit. He was like, "This is the dick you've been looking for."
We
Fuck
mentioned-
me, I know you're trying to.
Wait, it's not just an Ant-Man movie. It's Ant-Man and the Wasp. That's the movie.
yeah, it sound like a. It sound like a.
Planet Earth
what?
documentary,
What?
but
It sound like a nigga who started his own pest control business.
What the fuck?
Ant-Man. He has an ant labyrinth in his house.
Yeah, his
I
name.
can't.
He called himself Ant Man.
He called
Him and his wife started a shop. She the Wasp.
What a startup, exterminators.
Yeah.
Hey, some business in there.
Shit. What else is coming out? There's something else coming out.
Oh, have y'all seen y'all know y'all seen, this isn't necessarily related to Marvel. That's what we do in Marvel.
We
movies.
just talking about movies in the summer.
Oh, have y'all seen that one? It's like Be Silent or Quiet Shit or
Oh, the Quiet Room.
Quiet Room. Quiet Place.
The Silent Sit.
Silent what?
The Silent Room. What's it called?
Y'all saying
The quiet. Is it called?
for me to...
I thought,
And it called
I thought it was called Hush.
and it called Bah. Shut the fuck.
I thought it was called.
Oh yeah.
I was like, bro, chill out. That's what
Right.
it's called. Nah, yeah, it's called. What is it called? The
I
Quiet.
don't know. Y'all just said hella different.
Imani,
I don't
you're
know.
supposed to know what this is called. Is it called The Silent Place or The Silent
The
Coop?
Silent Room.
Oh, The Silent Room.
I thought it was called the Quiet Dorm.
What
The
are you
Silent-
guys talking? Shut up. Shut up. Look, I'm gonna look it up.
It's called
It's
boy,
called-
you better get your ugly ass.
It's called A Quiet Place. That's what it's called.
Okay, A Quiet Place.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you can't make a noise or these beasts come and get you.
Yeah, bro.
I
Did you see
haven't
the
heard about
trailer? with
That's why it's a cast of all white people.
Did you see the trailer with that hobo in the woods just screaming? And he had to grab the dude. He was trying to tell him to be quiet, but the hobo was just like he just started screaming, bro. And then he grabbed his daughter and he started running. And then all of a sudden, this beast came out of nowhere and just grabbed that hobo up.
No, I didn't see that.
I have not heard about this movie.
I heard it's like A1, like it's one of them. It's like
Oh, this is a
it's like
must-see.
it's like the Get Out of this summer. You know
I
what I'm
love
saying?
like horror, drama, thriller movies.
Yeah,
This
I
is,
heard
like,
it's-
right
I heard
up
it's
my
really
alley.
good.
Perfect.
Yeah, y'all love them horror movies.
Purge
That shit
movies
is-
coming out.
Cool. Bro, fuck the Purge. What they
There's
call
another
it?
Purge
What
movie
is the
coming out.
Purge?
It's called
purpose?
Purge the Island. Ain't it called?
What is the
like,
Purge
no.
purpose? Because I seen one
It's the
and it was
beginning.
like
it shows how the Purge started. Like
It was,
the
like,
first
half
year they
scary,
put it
half fucked up.
Into process.
the new
Pretty
one
much.
is.
Yes.
Oh,
it's
so
like
it's
going back
basically
to
showing
beginning.
like the first year they
yes,
did the Purge.
Yes. So whatever president was the president at that time, him making a rule of the Purge.
Y'all think that the Purge is actually an interesting concept?
I love the Purge series.
I'm saying just the concept of it.
Oh, like for real
I
life.
don't know.
Yeah.
That's a
Ooh.
god awful concept.
You know me.
I mean,
We'd
it's
all
the
be
same
dead.
shit. You was defending Thanos the other night. I mean, it's the same shit.
No, I'm saying he had a point. I don't mean I agree with it. Shit. Like,
I
That's
wouldn't
what I'm
do it.
saying. Do you think that's an interesting concept? It's a point. They have a point to what
was
they're
to do all
doing
the,
with the
I don't,
Purge.
I don't
Literally,
think you can
it's-
regulate that though. Like you
Right.
can't just have all crime happen in just 24 hours and then like okay.
It's
I'm
literally
cool.
to kill off like the minority class and like lower class people because only they can't afford to protect themselves.
What? I feel like the minority, the lower class people, you know, they're the ones who are more engaged in shit like the black market and where you can get shit like a strap or some weapons.
Right, but these rich people got these
undercover.
big old mansions. They got security.
And guess who
they
I'm
got
coming
these
for?
walls. They got everything. They got hella shit to protect them.
I'm
Hell,
coming for them.
that was the whole reason they made the Purge. But that's the premise of the movie. But we'll talk about that another time.
It's an interesting concept to me. I think it could
Oh yeah, Denzel
go
coming out
south
with,
a lot of ways, but it could go right one way.
Denzel coming out with Equalizer 2,
Oh,
sequel to the.
I was I love Denzel.
All right, here you go. Here's hot take. Hot take.
I love Denzel, but
You can't believe that a man that's built like a potato sack is killing all these people.
this
Russians.
nigga is walking around in a button-up, khakis, and a stopwatch, and killing motherfuckers for what?
This
a
nigga-
prostitute he met at Waffle House.
Bruh,
Is
this
that the reason
nigga
for
dressed
it?
like he sells real estate in Brooklyn, and he's going across the country killing Armenians.
His last 3 movies have been doo-doo balls.
No, don't say that.
Aw.
No.
They have been doo-doo balls.
You know what his last 3 movies are?
Yes.
Let's go. to
His last 3 movies are Equalizer.
That's a good movie.
What's it called? What's that one called with Mark Wahlberg? Partners?
2 Guns.
2 Guns? Shitball?
That was not shitball, bro.
Yes,
That
it
was actually a
bro.
good
That
movie. It was a
so
buddy cop
fucking
movie.
buddy
What?
cop.
Denzel doing buddy cop movies? Training Day wasn't a buddy cop movie.
That wasn't a buddy cop movie. That was when he was in Oscar season.
That's as far as buddy cop he should
He
go.
did Flight. Flight was a good movie.
That wasn't his most recent 3. Because then he had this other movie called like Ezekiel Dry Bones or what was that movie called?
He talking about
What?
Roman Esquire.
Yeah, Roman Esquire.
That was cheeks. I'll give you that one.
That's 3. His last 3 movies have been buttocks, cheeks,
hold on.
tiny,
His
rear
last,
end.
No, Fences was one of his last 3 movies. That was a good one.
That wasn't his last 3.
Yeah, the last 3 was Roman, Esquire, Fences, and the Magnificent 7. That was his last 3.
Magnificent, bruh. The what's it called? 2 Guns came out after Magnificent.
Two Guns came out 2013, bro.
What? Damn, I must have seen it late.
So-
all right. So hold on. Read the last 3 to me.
The last
again.
3, this is from 2016 to 2017.
Read me the years for me too.
The 2016, he dropped 2 films, Magnificent 7 and Fences, and then just last year, he dropped Roman Esquire.
Magnificent 7.
Yeah, that's the one with Chris Pratt and all them. Where they was cowboys and shit.
Oh,
Yeah, that was
trash
it
too.
was a decent
He
film.
said that was trash too.
But now this Equalizer, this gonna be good, bro.
You don't believe it, Swa?
He
You don't
done
look
with
convinced.
Denzel.
He don't look
He
convinced.
treating Denzel like I treat Will Smith.
Oh.
Right, you did try to play Will Smith.
I don't play Will. I keep it real. I keep it a buck.
You're not keeping it a buck with Denzel though.
I am.
Yeah,
Everybody looking for movies.
Yeah, we looking for this.
I'm looking
but
into
now,
that
I mean,
right
shit.
now.
That what else? Is that all we looking for
That's
this
all.
summer?
Yeah, I mean, that's all the big movies come out this summer. Everything is just like little things.
Yeah, some
in
shit that I
between.
might go see if
like
I,
Mamma Mia.
yeah,
It's coming
like-
out this summer.
Bruh, hell, no. I thought you was gonna see like the Sisterhood of Traveling Plans Part 3 or some shit like that. That's what
Mamma Mia is
It's
coming out.
they already had a Mamma Mia,
I
right?
I know.
another one.
What are they doing? What business do they have making?
What
another
mama?
one?
What mama we talking about? Like this bitch, like she got the box of galore. Like
Oh
what?
God.
Why is she so special?
It's her daughter now.
Right.
It's moving down. So.
Oh, just like how they
Oh.
did with my Big Fat Greek Wedding.
Yes.
What was that
yes.
movie about though? Wasn't it about like her mama not having a good relationship?
It was the
with her
white version of
daughter
how
because
Stella
she
got
liked
her
to
groove back.
dance or something?
Isn't it? It was a musical about how Stella got her groove back, just white people.
It did start off as a musical. It was a really big musical, actually. In New York, it started there, and then they spread out around the country, and then they made a movie about pretty much.
Bruh,
Yeah.
she ain't shit, bro.
But on that note,
Yeah. I think if that's all we got to, I think we covered it well.
We did.
Avengers is a good film. We looking out for other Marvel films, other films out there this summer. We'll be doing more coming to a hood near you reviews and shit like
well,
that.
we should
For anybody
actually
who's
take those
listening, let's
trips.
go ahead and just, if we're going to give spoilers, we might as well give spoilers. If y'all want to know everybody who died in that movie at the end, Spider-Man, Black Panther, Falcon,
Scarlet Witch,
Scarlet Witch,
Vision.
Vision.
Didn't
Vision really did. Gamora.
Groot, yeah, Groot. is
Imagine like you know how when you cook cookies and they're like brand fresh out the oven and they're kind of soft.
Okay.
Imagine like taking one chocolate chip out of the center of it and it leaves the dents all around. You know, it just looks imperfected. That's literally how he took the gem out of Vision's head.
that was a random ass detailed
I was like,
description.
what the
How many times have you done that? Where you don't understand? No, what he did was he popped the zit on Vision's
Yeah,
head.
the way he
He
just-
just popped the zit. That's all he did. Just did it very gruesomely.
They thought, hey, but people in my theater were cheering when she finally killed Vision and prevented it in the
he
tool
walked. He
exploded.
pat her on the head, walked past the bitch, and said, "All right, I'm gonna reverse."
I was
this
about to say,
shit."
people literally started clapping, bro. And then he reversed the time. He round back the time, bro, and everybody was salty. The baby mama and her two kids was sitting there looking stuck.
Bruh.
The boy stood up for the rest of the movie.
First of all, Vision died twice in 5 seconds. That's
I'm weak.
crazy.
I'm weak.
That's foul as hell.
He died twice. But yeah, it was a bunch of other motherfuckers that died. Star-Lord died.
Star-Lord died.
Groot died.
Doctor Strange
Drax died.
gone.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man
I'm
died.
surprised I took Doctor Strange. I didn't expect that.
They
He
took
sounded like he had a game plan, like it was the only way.
it.
No, nigga, it wasn't.
He sounded like he was
Could have done
done.
this shit and got up through.
But
I took the time back. Like, why wouldn't he rewind time?
Oh yeah.
Be like, hold on, y'all fucked
'cause
up
he-
on this
'cause
glove
he-
shit. Let me take this back. Let's try it again, bruh. Don't ask him about Gamora until after the gloves off.
Because he saw all the scenarios. He saw like 14 million scenarios, and he realized that wasn't gonna work. So this
That
is
was
gonna work.
before they came up with their plan, though.
That was after.
No, they came up with the plan, and then,
No, he saw that.
bro, he was doing that, and then they called him over and was like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "I saw this many outcomes." Da 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 da. And then they started discussing the plan.
So that was afterwards.
Right. The plan came up afterwards.
That's what I said.
Oh yeah, we're in accordance.
can't.
So I'm saying once the plan comes,
All right, bro. This is
End the podcast.
once the plan came, bro, he should have like came up with a million more scenarios. Shit, y'all got a bunch of new ideas.
All right. We'll table this for Avengers 4 to see if Swap's bullshit ass theory worked out. But thanks for tuning in for No Disrespect. You can follow us at NDR513 on Instagram. Imani, shout out your cooking.
Oh,
cater.
at Kerr Cooks, KerrKooks. Kerr Cooks going on there. Follow our Facebook page as well.
Yeah, and also if you have ideas for other movies that want us to review, send that to us. Comment on Instagram.
Or just topics in general.
Yeah,
We're
yeah,
open.
we open everything. We can talk about everything.
Follow me at SWAF SWAFFFF.
All right, and that's No
You feel me?
Disrespect. Holla.
Bye.